All right. All right. All right. All right. Shalom. Shalom. PITW. Peace in the wilderness with Ahaya Ahaya. I, Sister Deborah, come today with a message, and we're going to cover the word holy. We're going to find out more about the word holy. Um, the Roman Catholics decided to put the word saints and saint. And you notice their whole organization, as far as their whole makeup by name, is covered with saint this, saint that, saint this, and saint that, saint this, and saint that. But what we're going to cover is they even name their buildings, their churches, after a saint something. Well, what we're going to learn today is we're going to learn a little bit about saint and saints. We're going to learn that that is a title in which the Roman Catholic has placed there, okay, and the Greeks. But its true identity is the word holy, and holy in Hebrew, Kodesh, 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 Kodesh. You know how we say Ruach HaKodesh? Holy is in there, you guys. Holy rest in the Ruach HaKodesh. Well, the world the, the calls the how would I say it? The people of the kingdom saints. But we must understand Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh only means holy. Okay. And then when we speak of holy, you speak of set apart, separate, consecrated. That's who the holy ones are. They're set apart, like they say, the chosen ones, and they're separated. So that leads you to one thing to understand in this message is that holy is the individuals who are from the kingdom as the seed of the spirit. And they are called Kodesh in Hebrew, Kodesh, and holy represent Kodesh. Okay. Now, when I look at saints, saints is a person acknowledged as holy or virtual and typical regarding as being a heaven after being in heaven after death. You see, can someone actually say that that is the definition of holy or kodesh? No, because those are only the definitions that the Roman Catholic has placed for the word saint. So they put the word saint into the King James Bible so that it can match their organization, their church, and their belief and their religion. See how saints, Saint Paul, Saint Elizabeth, Saint Mary, Saint John, Saint this and Saint that and Saint this and Saint that. But in Hebrew, it's called Koshadash, Hakadah, Kodesh, 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 and we can also say holy. Okay, but what I don't understand is how all these thousands of years the Roman Catholic got away with placing saint, and the definition that you find under saint is a person acknowledged as holy. They're acknowledged as holy. Why didn't you just put holy? Why did you put saint? Because you line your whole religion and your organization under saints. This is what the Roman Catholic has done. It shows you right here another example of how they have added into the book, the King James Bible and the 1611, and they have taken away. Okay? They have added, taken away, and they have smeared. So it's important that we have the Holy Spirit. And that's why he said he will come and teach us all things, because he already know. They have already taken away every word, every order, everything that he have said. They have smeared it, changed the name, or taken it away. Like they have done many a book. They have snatched it right out. Okay. So, but me, myself, I don't go after the books in which they have taken away. It's like I don't go after the words in which they have taken out of the King James Bible. I don't go after the books they have taken away, because when it's all said and done, what is it for me to gain? To know all the books that's been taken away, all the things that has been switched. I have to know what is there for me to gain? What am I losing? Nothing. Why? Because I have the Holy Spirit, the true teacher within. So I'm not losing anything. You get it? I'm not without anything. So we're going to learn about holy. Kodesh. Kodesh. That's holy in Hebrew. So we can actually use today the word holy to identify us in the body of Hamashiach. Catholics put saints in there so that we would never know the true word is holy. In Hebrew, Kodesh, 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 Kodesh. It's Ruach HaKodesh. Kodesh means holy. So we are holy people. So I'm going to show you where we could use holy, being so the Hebrew word has been removed. We can use holy, but let's do away with saints, okay? Because it support a lot of the Roman Catholic. Okay, so let's go to Psalms 22, verse 1 through 4. Let's just try Psalms 22. And what we're doing, we're learning a little bit about a holy. And this is where you're going to, from now on, say, I'm holy. Okay, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to really hang firm to holy. And I want to bring you verses so you too can see if it's something that you might adopt, within. In Psalms 22 and verse 1, we're going to go from 1 to verse 4. Psalms 22 and verse 1. My Yah, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me, and from the words of my roaring? Okay, now one thing I want you to understand about what is being said. Do y'all see? I believe this is David somewhere in here. Yeah. Y'all don't have to answer to us. He don't answer to us. We really believe he had to come when we snap our fingers, when we speak his name, when we pray. He got to show up. This shows you we don't know him at all, because he don't answer to us. We answer to him. So, but listen to how I believe this was David. My Yah, why have thou forsaken me? He asking the question, why are thou so far from helping me? And from the words of my roaring. So he's thinking his words roaring at Yah is going to actually get Yah to respond. No, it ain't. Did you hear him say, why is it that thou art so far from helping me? So your words ain't going to make him help you. You get what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a little something of how I come to know him. He don't come and answer me every time I say, come, do this or do this, help me here and help me. No, most of the time he leave me right where I'm at. I'm gonna be honest. He knows what's best for us, you guys. He don't have to answer us. He don't answer to us. We answer to him. We need to stop flipping the coin on the side that suits us in the flesh and understand. Oh, no, 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 no. This creator is a spirit. He don't answer to us. Okay? Verse 2 says, oh my Yah, I cry in the daytime, but I hear it not. See, he ain't answering you. He don't have to answer you. I don't know where we want to make this creator something that he is not. And if once you really get to know who he is and know that he's the creator of any and everything you've seen, just think of yourself and how many cells, cells that you have in your body, how many organs, how your blood flow, how your heart pump new blood. When you learn all about your body alone and how it functions, you'll know then that, wait a minute, this is a mean, and I don't mean mean in the mean, I mean powerful creator to be able to put all that together at a blink of an eye. You see? So I think we tend to want him to be only what we in our minds can believe that he is. We have to put him beyond our understanding and our thoughts. Whenever you're able to do that, then you putting him where he belongs, in you. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't saying, okay, he has to answer to me. If he gonna live with me, he got to do it this way, this way, this way, this way. And when I say turn, he got to turn. If I say up, he got to up. Oh, no, 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 no. Too many times. I understand what David is saying right here. Because he did not, he don't roll that way, y'all. Just like in this dark and evil day that he created, he don't have to come and do what you tell him to do. And like all these people talking about, oh, he coming this year and he coming this time. Shut your mouth. Let him do what he does best, because he's going to do that anyway. You see? While you sitting here making videos and getting all these people uptight and thinking it's going to be the way your mouth rumble. Baby. Listen to what it says. Psalms 22 and verse 2. Oh my Yah, I cry in the daytime. So what? But thou hear me not. So what? And in the night season, and I am not silent. He's sitting here telling. One thing I noticed about what he said. He said, and I am not silent. That means he's making a lot of noise. Look at verse 1. My words are roaring. So you cutting up. And you think he'll respond to you like that? I know for a fact that that's not how he rumbled. When he sat and told me, I'm just as crying. I mean, really crying and having a real breakdown. And he told me, hey, those tears is like icicles. They don't do nothing. Don't mean nothing to me. See? He don't deal like we want him with our emotions and our feelings, our personal opinion, our wisdom, our knowledge. That's you. That's you living in your flesh, not even understanding the battle that's greater than your flesh itself. So even here, he's talking about I'm not silent, as if he's making a lot of noise. So what? Make a lot of noise. It ain't gonna get him to do what you tell him to do. And then on verse 1, he said, and my words are roaring. So what? You ain't gonna move nothing, especially the kingdom. Now, verse 3. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabit the praises of Israel. Now you're talking. Verse 4. Our father trust in thee. Now you finna talk about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because you couldn't get him to respond. Verse 4, our father trust in thee. They trust, and thy did it deliver them. So what? But notice what he said in verse 3. But thou art holy. You doing right, he is. And he going to remain holy. He don't have to answer to us. He's still going to be who he is, with us or without us. It ain't going to bring down the level of who he is. And just listen to this here. Listen to this individual. I think it's David. He's saying these things, and then he even throw up the fact. He said, but after all this talking, he said, but thou art holy, O thou that inhabit that that inhabit the praises of Israel. Watch this here. Our fathers trust in thee. They trust in thy delivered them. So what? He has delivered you many a time. You see the technique of thinking, if I do it this way, if I say it this way, if I roar, if I'm loud, if I add the forefathers, truly he gone. Y'all, you can't move the Father. You can't move the kingdom. He will not stand up off the throne, off the seat of the throne, because you down here cutting up from the floor up, thinking that's the way you're going to get him to do what you want him to do, how you want him to do, the way you want him to do, and when you. It don't work, y'all. It do not work. I'm a prophet, and let me tell you something. I've been taught from the wilderness level, and it does not work that way. Just take a grip of that. I know many of you looking at me, but you ain't even listening to what was said. This is David. How many times he came to David? Many, many times. And he's sitting here trying to tell the father, get the father to answer to him when he want him to. No, he don't rumble that way. Even when he tells the father, thou art holy. Yes, thou art Kakadash. Yes, I am holy. And I'm going to stay holy. Okay? So I like that because it shows you a man of like David, how even he himself thought that, if he say certain things, it's going to make the father jump. Oh, no. Let's go to Proverbs 20 and 24. Let's go back to Psalms 37 and verse 23. Let's go to Psalms 37 and verse 23. He is holy and he's going to remain holy. Okay? He's not going to be moved by our words. That's why I say, y'all better understand he ain't coming here. And this is why I mentioned to you all. I said, go get your physical, your yearly, your annual physical. Get yourself checked out. Get you loaded yourself with different type of things that you're going to need. Okay? Because when the way y'all coming, he's coming on his time, not yours. You ain't coming out of this tribulation with a big old smile and gifts in your hand. It ain't going to be that way. So you just get things that you're going to need and prepare, and you're not going to be able to hold on to them things without something to protect yourself and protect your belongings. So in Psalms 37 and 23, one thing I do not like how the Europeans like to put out a threat. They got so many threats out here regarding if Trump don't win this. Everybody is waiting for a war within this country through this election. Democratic wanting the war, Republicans wanting the war, and both of them, Republicans and Democratic in the people, are foolish, wicked, demonic, evil people out there voting for something that don't mean nothing. And it's starting exactly what Revelation 18 spoke of. So while you sitting here trying to make it about politics. This thing is beyond the war behind all this politics. It's powerful than you can even imagine. That's what Sister Deborah keep hooping and hollering for the last 2 or 3 years that I'm seeing. Because you all are seeing what you want to see in your living, in your flesh. But there's a war behind your flesh that your flesh can't even handle, can't even digest. Look at David sitting here hooping and hollering. Is he coming for him? No. You can say I'm holy, because I am. You can tell me I came with the forefathers and I delivered them. Yes, I did. But he don't have to answer to us. And he's not going to. Because this day has been set. And it's going to be what it said it was going to be. And it's going to do what it said it's going to do. And it told you, it's warned you about tribulation. In Matthews, it told you about nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It told you about everything. You see, I'm not going to be going, Jonah. I'm doing it now. Okay. Oh, you know? I'm doing it now. So I say unto you all that we have to, not we don't have to. Let me stop that. We have, let me stop. Okay. Things that are taking place, people don't even understand. The Republicans and the Democratic is the battle within this country. Okay. That's how they're going to get it started. They need to, y'all. They have to. And they are going to, because that's a part of the prophecy. Okay. 3 days of darkness. I ain't gonna say it's 3 days, because the Father's telling me something else. And I want to explain to y'all that darkness is not the darkness that you're gonna see. It's the darkness that you're not gonna see. You ain't gonna be able to wait over the nighttime and then sleep and then wake up in the morning. It's daytime. No, it's for real day of darkness. Now, the day of darkness, you have to also understand what's on the top of it and what's under the bottom. It's two parts to it. It's a top and it's a bottom. It's the darkness of the day and the evening and the night, and it's the darkness of evil. Okay, because evil gonna reset everything. And when I say reset, evil gonna do so many things. About time we do gain light, the country is gonna be a chaos. Okay, I want y'all to know that it's gonna be a chaos. I want you to know that you're gonna have lives in the streets all over the country. You're gonna have killing, stealing, destroying, fires. You're gonna have sick. You're gonna have elderlies left for dead. You're gonna have children left for dead. See, these things are, it's coming with this 3 days of darkness, while you all are letting these people teach and preach it to you as a play toy. You see, and the reality of it is it's going to be longer than 3 days. Okay, we want to get that straight. That's the world seeing 3 days, and what they thinking is it's going to be set, because it's going to take them to do it, as far as the end, the part that they're going to play in. But the greater part is what y'all going to allow to roll over and be longer, to where the chaos is going to be real. And I think about my family being on the north side county, and I'm on the south side county, and I'm looking, I'm saying, and I'd already made a meeting with them, and I realized how vain and vast the meeting is, because it's worthless. They're not going to be able to come from there to here. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to do it. So me preparing is just to prepare for a zone. You see what I'm saying? Not so much as to play around. I'm not preparing to be playing around. I'm preparing as a zone, a real live fallout zone. And I mean, are you speaking of, what are you speaking of? Everything, war, fighting, fire, the whole works. Okay, so I sit and I say unto you that while we are playing with this politics game, they're keeping you busy playing their game, playing in their yard, playing with them. And they know that there's much things greater and beyond that's already not just prepared on the earth, but prepared from the kingdom. Oh, yeah. And the people have no idea. They're out there playing in the yard with politics. And none of that means anything outside of racial riot, fighting, looting, all kind of chaos that's going to take place. See, one thing I think that the United States of America don't understand: the war is not going to be on the outside; it's going to be within. United States is coming down from within. So if you think that you here in this United States and you actually believe you're going to defeat it and you're going to get victory and you're going to, let me tell you something, baby. If the war is within this country, that means you got something coming that's beyond your fleshly understanding. You're going to be seeing the spiritual war rise out into the natural. That's what you're going to see. So if you ain't seen this, you don't know nothing about the spiritual war that's taking place and been taking place since the beginning of time, you ain't seen nothing yet, because it's going to spill over into the natural, and the natural is what's going to be out of control. And the whole United States are 100 times 100 billion fully aware while y'all clowning in the park called Republicans and Democrats. Let's vote. Y'all in the park. Let's vote Republican and Democrat. And the main thing is to get the stiff-necked rebellion and disobedient people off course. They ain't stand a chance. I believe Isaiah chapter 3, verse 23. It talks about the war. What war are you talking about, Deborah? You done told them. I done told them. It been here since the beginning of time. I sent many to tell them. They didn't listen then. I'm not expecting them to take heed today. But I say unto you, it's not the type of thing that when you are in the spirit, you are worried about, nor are you concerned about. You still like with me. Ever since he told me about that peace and that joy, I am so content. He said that peace and that joy comes with the bombshell. The peace and the joy comes with the bombshell. He's just letting me know. You do that. The peace and the joy. You're going to feel that. You're going to walk therein no matter what's going on. You're going to walk therein that peace and joy that I have instilled in you. Because I leveled you up. I didn't level you down. I brought you up. And I'm getting you to speak the things as I myself would speak unto a people in this DAY. Okay? So let's go to Psalms 37 and 23. What is actually said. And we're talking about holy. Okay? Holy in Hebrew is Hakadash. Hakadash. Not Hakadash. Dash. Dash. Kodesh. Kodesh. And that's what holy is. And holy is a people that was chosen out of the kingdom to be servants of the Most High Yah. Now, here in Psalms 37 and verse 23, the steps of a good man are ordered by Yah. The steps of a good man are ordered by Yah. And he, Yah, delight in his ways. Why? Why is Yah delighting in a man's ways that he has ordered? Because he ordered it. So he delight in him because this is what I ordered, Deborah. I ordered this from the king. So I delight that. I delight in that. Seeing it, beholding it, you know, come forth the way I created it. Yah delight in it. And he said he delight. Now, I want you to see that is Psalms 37 and verse 23. It's giving you an insight on the holy ones of the Most High Yah. This is the holy ones, the steps of a good man. The steps of a good man. are ordered by Yah, and he delight in his ways. Yah delight in his ways. Why? Because this is one of his holy ones. These are his holy ones that he has ordered down here. You see? They are holy. Now, let's go to Proverbs 20 and verse 24. In Proverbs 20 and verse 24, and it reads, man's going are of Yah. A man's going are of Yah. How can a man then understand his own way? You see, he can't. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You know how I be trying to get you all to understand that you sit here on the earth and you run around saying, I got one life to live. Nobody tell me what to do. I'm grown. I live it the way I want to. I got one life to live. Nobody tell me what to do. You know, this is my life. You see? No, it ain't. It ain't yours. You living, but it ain't your life. Life knows living. Living don't know life. You get it? And is that a sad thing? Yes, it is. Because the only way you get to know, live and get to know life is through the Holy Spirit that comes and reside in you. Now listen to what it says. Proverbs 20 and verse 24. Man's going are of Yah. How can a man then understand his own way? He can't. He can't. Because his ways are created by Yah. He don't know his own ways. He just walked there in them. He just lived there in them. But Yah, 24. Man's goings are of Yah. He don't know his ways. His ways are still orchestrated by the Most High Yah. That's why he said, in a man's eyes is clean to in his own fleshly eyes. But hey, Chad, I'm going to measure them spirits that didn't attach themselves unto you. You see? See, because people, he knows, Yah knows you're not clean in your own eyes. He knows spirits got you thinking you clean in your own eyes. That's why he's going to measure the spirits that your spirit become partaker in. That's in you, got you thinking you all clean in your own eyes. I'm trying to find me a pen to hold this verse because I like this. I really, really like this. Now let's go to verse 24. Proverbs 20 and 24. Now watch this here. 25. In verse 25, we still in Proverbs 20. We read 24. Now we're going to 25. It is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy. It is a trap to a man who devoureth that which is holy, who destroy that which is holy. Guess what, bro? He's letting you know it's a trap. It's a trap. It is a snare. Snare means trap to a man who devoureth that which is holy. You thinking you out here doing something to somebody that's holy? It's a trap, baby. You ain't doing nothing. See, you can't even walk your own way and know the way. And run around here talking, this is my life. Nobody tell me what to do. I got one life to live. You ain't got nothing but living. And guess what? Yah orchestrate that too. So then in verse 25 it says, it is a snare to a man who devoureth that which is holy. look at that. You can do something to that which is holy, and after the vows to make inquire, and then you wonder after you devour something that's holy, because you're wondering why you wonder, because you don't know why you did it, you don't know how you did it. Going back to verse 25, a man's going are of Yah. How can a man then understand? He can't. His own way. He can't. Do you see how important it is for a man to seek ye the kingdom and a woman to seek ye the kingdom, and for them to be equally yoked in this walk, y'all? Because if he don't know his own ways, she don't know her own ways, who's going to show y'all the way? The one who united you into a oneness as equal. You see? Yah has always been the one on the front line all the time, y'all. We run around here thinking we rule something. Even with the Democrats and Republicans, y'all, he always the one on the front line. Just like he said, man thinks he knows his way, understand his ways, and he don't, because Yah orchestrate him. Okay? Now, this here, and he says here in verse 24, if a man, it is a snare, meaning a trap, to the man who devour that which is holy. Why? You think I'm going to let you do something to something that is holy, that is mine? It's a trap, bro. I'm going to allow you to do that. See, y'all, I'm telling y'all don't really know the creator himself. He is no one to be played with. That's why there is a fear that he instilled in his holy ones. You see, we really think we got this thing mastered, and it's going all the ways that we think is pleasing to our eyes. Okay, so now we're finna go into Ephesians. In the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 4 through 5, I'm going to wrap in you the word holy to now, so you now today can grip the fact that Yah's body of Hamashiach, they are considered holy. Okay, we are holy, not saints, but holy. And we can use that in this world today. People come up and say, they want to know, who are you or what? I'm holy. I'm one of the most high Yah holy ones. Okay? That's what you can claim. Because holy means Kodesh, and it means holy. Okay? Saints is something they put in there to please the Roman Catholic way of taking stuff out and adding. So when we get to Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4 and 5, according as he has chosen us in him. So is we chosen in ourselves? So how is it about us? See how Sister Deborah been telling y'all, it's not about you. Your whole being here ain't got nothing to do with you. And a lot of people think it's about my bank account, my house, my car, everything about I got, mine. No. You're living under what he has given you. Enjoy it, because you can't take it to hell the way place you're going. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with having these things, but when you use it in the mindset of the flesh, that you have something and you holding on to something, or you thinking it's about what you have to make you level up with Yah, and it ain't. Because basically it's showing you what you have is the portion. Solomon said, enjoy it, because that's your portion, meaning that's all you gonna get outside of the lake of fire. That's what he's talking about. Okay. Oh, okay. So when we you can go on, John. No, I'm good. No, that ain't. I can't. I got on this mic so they can hear me really well. So it ain't got nothing to do. You can go on. Go on. So it says here in Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4 through 5. In verse 4 through 5, it says, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. See, we were chosen in him before the foundation of the world. Do y'all see how we're down here clowning? Like we have to prove ourselves, or we have to prove to others who we are? You're sick. You're sick. We need to be proving who he is. Not so much as who we are. We ain't nothing. Because see, what do you all, when you know we out here proving that we are the Hebrew Israelites, we're the chosen, do you know that's in the flesh? Don't forget the battle on the other side, behind us. It's another battle. Our spirit is battling. And our flesh is on this earth trying to justify, clarify, identify. We the children, we the Jews, we the Hebrew Israelites. That's flesh, baby. I've been saying it since I've been on here. It's all flesh. And this is why they get a lot of subscribers, a lot of likes, a lot of support, is because they're giving the people what they need in their flesh. So if you look at Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy, without blame before him in giving gave. That's it. Now listen to what he says. We should be holy. Kodesh. We should be Kodesh and without blame before him. Didn't I tell y'all? To have that Holy Spirit and you being chosen, you don't have to follow these rules of these people here on this in this devil platform, and these here so-called pastor, bishop, priest, deaconess, pastor, priest, pastor, prophet, prophetess, evangelist, Maureen, seer. Kick rocks. You mean to tell me he chosen me before the foundation of the world? What are you down here trying to tell me? That's why Sister Deborah talked the way she talked. I don't listen to this trash they telling me. We're supposed to do this. Sit your tail down talking about a feast day. Before there was a feast day, I was already chosen in him. Let's go back. Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. According as he has chosen us in him. So we are in him like he is in us. We are in him as he is in us. And we run around here trying to be justified, identified, and clarified through the world. Run around talking, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a that, and don't even understand the holy ones were already chosen in the Most High as the ones. Okay, watch what it says. Verse 4. Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. According as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we shall be holy. Holy. If you're holy, he ain't holding you blameless for nothing. You see? You're not going to be held blameless for nothing. You see? But that don't mean that you are chosen one to be holy and out here doing all this. That's not the chosen ones. That's why people don't understand and have taken advantage of this platform saying, speaking on the chosen one. This is how they take advantage and saying that they are the chosen one. They have been chosen, and the chosen one, they don't know the depth of the chosen one. First and foremost, they are holy. And what does the holy mean, Deborah? It means consecrated, set apart, and separated. Yah has separated us, y'all. He has set us apart. He has consecrated us already. We're not following the way of the world or the way of the synagogue or the temple and the church and the pastors and the priests and the bishops and the evangelists and the Moorings and the seers and the priests and the prophets and the prophetess. We're not following them. We are following the one that has already chose us before the foundation of the world. And what did he do? He made sure we understand that we are the holy ones. That's the ones that's in the body of Hamashiach that even I said saints is holy. We are the holy ones, okay? And without blame before him. We're in give and gave. He's letting you know you are without blame. I created you. And I have given this to you. Blameless. Eat it, chew it, digest it. But don't let no man or no woman take it from you. Because I said from the kingdom, before heaven and earth was created, I'm going to hold you blameless. Because you're holding the key, which is holy. Okay? Now, that's a good one. I love that one. And then verse 5 says, having predestined us unto an adoption of the children of Yeshua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Sister Deborah can't take it from you. No pastor, no bishop, no Maurice, no seers, no watchman, no priest, no world. You are already predestined. You are already blameless in the eyes of God. These are the ones that, remember I told you, the ones that he's coming to take over to the promised land. I told you those are the holy ones. It's going to be the holy ones that he's taking over there. Is he going to, why you say that, Deborah? Because if you look at where he's saying in verse 4, he's going to hold you blameless. So the things that you are going to be blameless of, he is not looking at that. He's just looking at the fact that when I get you over, I'm going to clean you up like I want you. Because I already know before the foundation of the world, I already had holy in you. See, they think, that's what I'm saying. It got to be something that he's going to pull out. But is that holy one going to be blamed? Going to be blamed? Going to have a sin and going to have filth and going to have different things that they're going to be in tackle in their flesh? Yes, they are. That's why he's going to clean them up. But what's also in them? Holy. Holy. Why? Because holy means concentrated, consecrated, set apart, separated. Those are the ones he's coming to take out of here to take to the promised land. Because you're already set apart, you're already separated, and you're already consecrated. Because you're the holy ones. He said, I'm going to hold you blameless. That's what he's going to clean up when he get over there to the promised land. He's going to clean you up. Get that filth out of there. Get all that line and all that, what else he said? Idling and all that type of stuff. He's going to clean all that out of you. Why? Because you came down here as holy. Okay? And then it tells you in verse 5, having predestined us unto an adoption of children by Yeshua HaMashiach to himself. Watch this here. According to the good pleasure of his will. We only got one will, baby. Don't let nobody tell you it's 2 and 3. We got one will. We got to understand there's only one will. All this other monkey stuffing around, don't get caught up in it. Don't let people trap you into all this nonsense. Okay? But the main thing is here. And not only do you see it in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4, where he said, and without blame. See? You're holy without blame, baby. Because holy is already sealed in you. Blame mean I don't care what you do. You ain't gonna be out here doing things that totally against me, but I'm gonna hold you blameless for the things you have. Hello. Why? Because I got you marked as holy. Okay? That's a good thing, y'all. That's a real good thing. and the world can't take it away. And nobody else can't take it away. And and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Kia blameless. And you're gonna see it in there several times. Him trying to remind you, baby, I ain't holding you blameless. And the reason why today I can say to you is because he said holy is in you. It's in you already. You are holy. He said before the foundation of the world, he made you holy. He knew what he was sending you into. He knew he was sending you into a dark tunnel where Satan and his, but he still had you marked as what? Holy. That holy also stands for those who are born of the Spirit. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 9. Who has saved us, see, and called us with the holy calling. You see that, child? He had already called us with a what? A holy calling. Why wouldn't you know that? Because the word saints brought us into a level in the body of Hamashiach. We are the saints. Instead of the saints, and this is why the Roman Catholic have used it for thousands of years. And right today, I want you to know we can kick the saints to the curb. We are holy. It's called in Hebrew Hakadosh. Not Hakadosh. Kodesh. 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 We are Kodesh in Hebrew. We are holy. Now listen to what it says. 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. Who have saved us. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean, Deborah? If you are holy, you already saved. Okay? If you are holy, Kodash, you are already saved. Now let's go to it. Verse 9. Who have saved us and called us with a holy calling. A holy calling is him. The Most High is Ruach HaKodesh. Ruach HaKodesh. We are Kodesh. He is Hak the Kodesh. Woo, say it again. He is the Ruach, which is the spirit, the Kodesh. We are Kodesh. We are the Holy One of He that is Kodesh. Ooh-wee. So here we go, verse 9. Who has saved us? You saved already. And called us with a holy calling, not according to our works. Now, what he's showing you right there, not according to our works. Going back to what I talked to you about 10 minutes ago. A lot of people think what they got, what they have, what they done built on throughout their life, what their bank account have, all of that's going to disappear. It's going to identify who you are. It's going to show up and show out. That's what, when I say he's going to try us by the fire, that's where people who said they are in there, that's who they're going to find out who they really are. Because once you start tampering with their money and their materialistic things, then they'll show up really who they really stand for, whose side they really on, and really the spirit that's really in them. That's what trying by the fire means. It's going to try you because a lot of people are hiding, and y'all going to use his fire to try them so they can go on and see really who they are. And a lot of people are hiding behind what they have. It keeping them from really reaching out and even finding out where they stand with God because they think what they got is a level of power and control, just like the world has everything. People, individuals are like that. They think it's what I got make me who I am. And what I got make me over you or beyond you and more than you and better than you. You know, that's why they hold on it to dear life as if they get in a car accident tomorrow, they're going to take it with them if they 6 foot under a week later. See, that's the mindset. That's why y'all said don't cherish these things on the earth. Know how to get rid of them in the spirit realm, and let the way you understand how to get rid of them. You have to know how to let it go. Yah did not bless nobody for them. And that's where you know the serpent seed and who he is and who they are, because people think it's what I have is for me and me only, and it's all about what I'm going to do with it and how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to buy this, have it all, said Solomon. Enjoy it, he said, for it is your portion. Meaning, when you on this earth and that type of level of greed and hung up on materialistic, take advantage of it, enjoy it, because that's your portion. You ain't got nothing on the other side. That's what Solomon said. Okay, so here in verse 9, let's continue on verse 9 because I like it. It says, 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9, who has saved us? Saved past tense, you guys. He already saved us. This is why I was telling you about the Bible, the 10 Commandments, and the law and all of that. When the Ruach is in you, it's the law itself. So how is somebody on the outside going to tell you how to keep something that's already greater in you that is the law? Okay? So this fall into that as well. Verse 9. Who has saved us and called us with a holy calling. When did you call us, Father? Before the foundation of the world. Tell them, Deborah. Okay? And listen to how he's called us. And called us not according to our works. That's going back to what I was saying. The materialistic things, those are your works. Your bank account is your works. What property you have is your works. All of that is materialistic things, and it's based on your works. What you didn't work to get it, to have it in a materialistic old world and a world that's doomed. That's your works. And he said, you ain't gain, you are not gaining, in verse 9, a holy and being saved, and it ain't going. And he said, not according to our works, but according to our purpose and grace. Purpose and grace in what? The spirit realm, where Yah resides. Okay, watch this here, which was given us through the power of Yeshua before the world began. Before the world began. So that's why Sister Deborah said to you, you can take your tail in a mirror and really see who you are. And when you're a materialistic person and you think life is based on what you have, what you got, what you're going to do with it, and how you're going to do it, and how you're going to get here, and how you're going to get there, go ahead. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Find pleasure in it. You won't line up with nothing but what you find pleasure in, the things of the world, the materialistic things. Okay? Because people who are like that, they haven't realized you've been given something for a purpose. And it wasn't the purpose of you. It was a purpose of when those that are the opposite of what you are to be able to show who living in you, which is Yah, to another. But they can't do it. So when you see and you understand why he said he made the rich rich and the poor poor, he put them there for a reason. And it ain't the reason that the flesh of men and women has taken it on. Okay? So I like this because it pretty much kind of tell you that holy was, you were already called holy, Kodesh, before you came down here. And I like that. And I really do. I really like it because it sets the stage for any and everything. Like I was telling you, moving through the different steps, this sort of stuff helped you to say, okay, you talked that, you preached that, you spoke it, and you can only speak it so many times. You can only teach it so many times because the ways of people are so geared to the way of the flesh that they can't see the way of the spirit has already orchestrated everything, even for the flesh. He said, how can a man, if Yah created the ways of a man, how do he know his own ways? Woo-wee! Father Yah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. You see, but it no matter what you say, it has nothing to do with what you teach, what you preach. It's what heaven has already orchestrated from the level of where he's at. Hello, Titus chapter 1 and verse 8. In Titus chapter 1 and verse 8, I want to leave with you in 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. He said, you already called holy. So you don't get to be holy when you get down here. That's why I try to tell you all. It ain't who you think you are while you're down here. That means you're living this mindset that you are all that based on how you live it. No, baby, heaven has already orchestrated it. He has what? Wrote it in and what? Wrote it out. Okay? So in Titus chapter 1 and verse 8, it reads, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, and temperate, temp, temperate, temperate. Let's see what it's saying. I got to go up, you guys. We're going to pump up to verse 7. Titus chapter 1 and verse 7. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of God. You know what a steward is? I've been a steward of many things in different jobs. An overseer, okay? When I was in the prison system, I was hired as a steward, okay? So a steward is an overseer, okay, of the function itself, okay? So in Titus chapter 1, verse 7, it says, for a bishop must be blameless as the steward of Yah. You see how the bishop is blameless? Blameless. That means Ahiah is not going to blame this bishop for nothing. You get it? Now watch this here. Not self-willed, nor anger, not given to wine, nor striker, not given to filthy lurk. Now, this is what he's saying. He's sitting here telling you, even though I'm going to hold you blameless, you just can't be just anything out here thinking that you are mine and I'm holding you blameless. Blameless means you still hold my standards. That's what y'all still saying. So being blameless meaning you're going to do things in life that's not going to please him, or you're going to do some things, but y'all going to hold you blameless. Why? Because the things that you do to go against him shows you that you're not that holy one that came down to be held as blameless, because you don't come down here doing things against the Father. You see what I'm saying? Now you might do things that displease him, but not the things that is against him to keep being against him. You see, because you're holy, y'all. When you're holy, that means you're blameless. You can't just go out here and be doing things. Say, so what? I'm blameless. I'm blameless. That's how the Hebrew Israelites conduct themselves today, even on these corners, in all these men camp, in their household, these little temples. Pastor died. I ain't gonna give them a pastor. Dials. They holding themselves blameless in the position that they call themselves. You are not, you can't, he says, not your works that I made you holy. That holy going to stand for something. You're just not going to get down here and have all these women and wives and have all these ways of the world, and yet you the holy one. No, baby. That's not a sign that you came down here holy. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't go up against him and think that you're one of the holy ones that's going to be held blameless. Here it is in verse 7. He said, for a bishop must be blameless as the steward of Yah, not self-willed. See, it's not your self-will that you are a bishop. You can't just pull up, but that's what you see all over the four corners. These men tell these other men, oh, you the pastor, you the bishop, you the priest, you the deacons, giving these men positions that the spirit of Yah has not given them. Those are not the ones that's going to be held blameless. That's why the bishops are out here doing the things that they're doing. That's why the pastors are out here doing the things that they're doing, because they are not the holy one that come down to be held blameless. Okay, so he says, not self-willed, not soon anger, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lyric. Now, see, this is the opposite of what you see in the world today, as far as the pastors and the bishop today. They're the opposite of what he's saying you can't be. They're doing the opposite, but yet still saying they are the blameless bishop. Oh, we the prophets, we are the prophetess, we are the pastor, we are the priests, we are all this, but yet you're doing everything against what he said not to do, purposely, just so you can win the world over that you something that you have not been called, which is holy. Okay. And verse 8 says, but a lover of hospitality, but a giver gave of hospitality, a giver gave of good men, sober, just. You see that word just? Righteous. It means righteous. Righteous. And look what's next. Holy and temperate. You cannot just take these and throw them away and say, I want to be the opposite of that, but yet I'm called to be a pastor. I'm called to be a bishop. They fail to realize that blameless holds a very powerful purpose, and it is to he that is holy. Okay, so when I get to Second Peter and verse 2, 2 Peter and verse 2, I'm not going to be long, even though I got a lot of verses, but I have to take care of some things. 2 Peter and verse 2, 2 Peter in chapter 2 and verse 1. Wait a minute. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there should be false teachers. See, this is something right here that a lot of them won't teach you all. They so hook on false prophets. They're not interfering with they're not battling so much as with the real prophet. I mean, they are battling with the real prophet, but when the prophets, the fake prophets, won't, you can see the fake prophets because it's about subscribers and likes. They battling because one higher than the other. Let me just go on tell it like it is. That's what they battling. So when you see it in 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable hearsay, even denying Yah that brought them, and bring upon themselves shift destruction. Shift destruction. Now, I don't know where. I know I got the wrong. I think I got the wrong. Here, I got the wrong one. No, it's the right one. So it must have been something I'm supposed to say in that one. Even denying Yah that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And who is he saying? False prophets and what? False teachers. What falls under the false teachers? What falls under the false teachers? Pastors, bishops, evangelists, warring, seers, watchmen. Okay, they fall under false teachers. Now watch this here. What falls under false prophets? Prophet, prophetess, pastors, bishops, ministers. Yeah. So you can't just make it out of one type of title when it come down to false. It falls under many, because a lot of, I don't know if y'all know this, most of the pastors in this day and time have connected themselves as a prophet as well. They consider themselves as a prophet. Why do they do that? This is to keep prophets from coming to their temple or their church or their place of worship prophesying. I was explaining to you all when I was in Georgia. That's what this one prophetess did to me. She gave me all these positions. And the next time I saw her, I said, well, okay, you had all those positions. But the Father told me, ask you, where is your power? Where is it at? She looked at crazy. I mean, she didn't say a word. So let's go to let's go to let's go to Leviticus chapter 11. Leviticus chapter 11 and what? Verse 44 and 45. I want you to hear this. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 44 and 45. Hear this. Leviticus, and we're speaking on holy. That's who we are. We are the holy ones that are going to be found blameless. Okay? And that means anybody can say whatever they want about you. It don't matter. You're holy. Okay? Uh, 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 that's what they did back in the old days. They only spoke this way toward the holy ones of the Most High Yah. So Leviticus chapter 11, verse 44 and 45. Here it is. For I am Ahiah. I am Ahiah. I am Yah, your Elohim. Watch this here. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourself, and ye shall be holy. What do holy mean? Set apart, separate, consecrate. That's what holy means. And he says here, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. That's what I try to explain to y'all when I say Ruach Ha Kodesh. We are holy. We are Kodesh too. Kodesh means holy. So we too are holy. And that's exactly what this says. He says, sanctify yourself, and ye shall be holy. For I am holy. We are holy in this together. And this is what you came down here already. We can actually use it as a form of brand. Holy. Okay? Neither shall ye defile yourself with any manner of creeping things that creep upon the earth. Don't defile yourself with any manner of creepy things that creep upon the earth. Now listen to this. He letting you know that you holy, because he holy. So you holy. But yet, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. So it's showing you that there's a battle of something that goes up against him. And he's telling you, don't let it do it. Don't let your flesh go up against the spiritual battle that's taking place. And he's sitting here saying, for I am holy, ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves. Yourselves mean your flesh. With any manner of creeping things that creep upon the earth. Verse 5. For I am Yah, that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt, to be your Yah. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. See, Yah, we are holy. And we are a people that is blameless. Okay? And it don't mean because we know we holy, we supposed to be out here doing holy things. You see what I'm saying? We still have to understand that thing that's in us that makes us holy. You see? We also have to keep that in mind at all times. Why? For it's your flesh. He says, sanctify yourselves, mean your flesh. Don't let your flesh disrespect the holy that's in you. That's all he's saying. Because I'm holy and you holy. We in this together as one. You see? But it doesn't, he's really actually telling us that, so keep in mind. If you holy, I'm holy, you holy. Stay with me here, y'all. Stay with me. But don't go out here doing this and this and this and this in your flesh. Okay? So when you get to Leviticus 19, verse 1 and 2. Leviticus 19 and verse 1 and 2. Leviticus 19 and verse 1 and 2. And Yah spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all thy congregation, the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, Yah, your God, your Yah, am holy. So here he's telling Moses to speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel. And when he said all the congregation of the children of Israel, somewhere along the line, Moses going to speak to the whole house of children, the whole children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for Yah, your Yah, am holy. I like this because here it's almost like saying the house of Israel was assigned to the word holy, which could be a good thing. Let's go to verse 3. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbath. I am the Yah, your Yah. So, your Elohim. Let's just say it like that. So, I like Leviticus chapter 9, verse 2. What's that? 1 and 2. Because the Moses said that the Father said to him to speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel and say unto them, ye shall, ye shall be holy. Ye shall be holy, for I, Yah, your Elohim, am holy. Okay? So he said, you shall, as if I don't know if he called them holy or if they are holy, but if the whole house of Israel is holy, then that's a good thing. But I just don't think that the whole house is came down as holy. And if they did, this is still the same standards. You're going to be held blameless and you're going to come back. You see, you're going to still be held blameless. But this is from Moses. See, Moses, and Yah spoken to Moses saying, and this is Moses saying that this is what Yah said, to speak to the congregation. So this is Moses saying this to the congregation. Okay. So we know that holy is Kakadash, Kakadash, Kakadash. And it is who Yah is as well. So therefore, can we represent Yah out here killing, stealing, destroying, hating, whoremongering, and adultery and fornication and all the things that was said not to, and still be holy or still represent standards of what Yah called holy? If he says you're going to be blameless, it would say that. But it also told the bishop, if you go if you are holy, you are a blameless as a bishop, being given holy from Yah, but don't you do this. You see, it's telling you still, it separates what holy really stands for in the individual who Yah is going to hold blameless, that is holy. Okay, now we're going to go to these last two, and it's Psalms 96. Psalms 96. Psalms 96. We got to talk about this battle on the other side, this battle before us, because it could have a mystery in it. Psalms 96 and verse 9. Psalms 96 and verse 9. It says, Oh, worship Yah in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. Worship him in the beauty of holiness. Mm, 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 mm. Holiness. Worship him. Oh, worship Yah in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. All right. Okay. The last verse is Psalms 30, verse Psalms 30 and verse 4. But I don't know why I got one on here. Psalms 30 and verse Psalms 30 and verse 4. Okay. Psalms 30 and verse 4. Sing unto Yah, O ye holy, holy one. I said holies, holy ones of his. See, holy ones, ye holy ones of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. Give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. But what does it say in verse 4? Sing unto Yah, O ye holy ones of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. So I got a lot of verses, but I'm going to stop here. But I want to say unto you all, be ye holy, for Yah is holy. As you see where it says, the Ruach Kodash is holy. And we are considered holy ones of the Most High Yah. Not saints, but holy ones. So Kodash. So we are like unto him, holy. He said, be ye holy as I am holy. So we like unto him. When we say Ruach HaKodesh, we are the holy ones, or Kodesh, like unto him. Isn't that beautiful? That's more than beautiful. So I hope you got something out of this. And I want to end this because I know I got to go live at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I need to do some errands. And I say, I hope you got something out of it. And if not, go over it and just see holy itself, or go over the verses that speaks of holy. And also look up on Google and say blameless in the King James Bible, or the King James 16:11. And you let them pull out all the blameless, and you can see how the remnant that he's taken over, and who they're going to be. That's why it's going to take him cleaning the filth. It says, let me kind of go over it. Ezekiel 36, and I'm going to be out, okay? In Ezekiel 36, just listen to this. And this is going to help you a great deal, what I'm saying. Listen to this in Ezekiel 36 and verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathens and gather you out of all the countries, and I will bring you into your own land. Now, watch this here. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols, which I cleanse you. Now, watch this here. Verse 26. A new heart also will I give you, a new spirit will I put within you. I will take away that stony heart and out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. So you're gonna have a heart of flesh, and then you'll have a spiritual heart to go with your spiritual, the new spirit he's putting in you. Now, notice in there he's talked about he's gonna sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols, and will I cleanse you. You see, he's cleansing you as if you were already a part of who he is, which is holy. You see? That's what that is. Because remember, he said he made you holy before the foundation of the world. He predestined you and ordained that you are holy. So you got down here and you got smeared up, messed up, filthy, and you I worship idols. But he ain't saying I'm gonna remove murder or abomination or witchcraft. He ain't saying that. He's saying simple things that you are not gonna be blamed for. And it's gonna be filthiness. I think the highest thing on here is idols. You're worshiping your idols. He's not going to say, I'm going to remove a murderer. You've been murdering or you've been abomination, whore, and all. No, You are not holy doing all these things, okay? So I want to let you know. So don't think you're blameless and that you're holy. And because what people do, they hear stuff like this, what I'm saying, and they make it what they want to make it in the flesh. And they make it make sense to them. And it makes sense to them because they're sitting and standing and walking and talking in the flesh. So, all right, Sister Deborah, hope that you got something out of it. And I will be back either at 7 p.m. I think it's Central Time. If not 8, but I'm sure I'll be back at 7 p.m. Central Time. And it's all going to be about testifying to the greatness of the Most High Yah. Shalom and shalom.